Hi everybody, welcome to the last video of 2022, and I am so glad this year is finally over. Almost. I still got about 2 weeks for me, but by the time you guys are seeing this, it'll be a little closer. I am working on some Christmas ornaments for next year, because if I don't start now, then I will be in the same situation I found myself in this year, where I just don't want to put up a tree. So if I have a bunch of pretty ornaments that I've made, I figure that, once the time comes, I'll be like, okay. So I'm going to time lapse most of this just because it's going to take me a couple of days because there's drying involved and I can't speed that drying up. But I wanted to just come and start this and, talk about the year a little bit and check in with you guys and tell you about next year and all that good stuff. So I have a mold that's still got stuff in it. I have some little ornaments. These are the 98-cent ones from Walmart. They're like the disc shape. And I put them on pipe cleaner so I could spray prime them outside. And I just picked, I had a black one, a white one, and a gray one, so I just picked the gray one, even though these ornaments are going to be dark. And I could have used the black, but I just picked the gray. I have some bee molds, and then I have some little Baroque swirl things. I used to have a bunch more of these. I have been tearing my house apart for the past 3 days so I could get this video filmed. I can't find any of them, so I'm going to make this work. I have some more coming tomorrow, but I don't know how long it's going to take me to actually do this. So, yeah. Got creative paper clay. Dries super lightweight. Here's some of the bees that I did for a different ornament. So, it's lighter than like air dry clay or Sculpey would be. Yeah, so that's them. Those back in here because that's my box that I'm using. Alright, so these are spray primed. They will be chalk painted again, a whole bunch of stuff, but let me just get my molds on there first, or get my molds made and get them on there. I've never worked with paper clay. It's super cool just because it molds really well. And it is made from paper. That's something else in there. It's made from paper. It dries lightweight. It dries relatively quickly. I should be able to resume work on these tomorrow morning. They won't be fully cured, but I'll be able to paint over them tomorrow because they'll have like skinned over. So I'm just going to get started here. I'm trying to figure out which bee I want to use. It's probably going to be this one because it's the biggest. But I really like this one because it's got some nice wing detail. And this one I like, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to mold these little bitty antennas. Like, I hate stuff with my fingers. You guys know that. And if you're new here and you don't know that, subscribe and find out all about it. So yeah, I think I'm going to try this one. He's got some little bitty thin antennas too, and legs. We'll see. So this is definitely not like a tutorial. It's just, hey, I need another video. I'm doing this. I want to check in before I disappear for a while, so yeah. I don't think these little bitty antennas and stuff is gonna work. So this year has been, I filmed this video 3 times already, doing 3 different things. The first one was, I don't even know what I was doing in that first video. I don't know. The second one was me putting together a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree for for a gift for Christmas. I bought it and it was all messed up, so I took it apart and retaped it, and I think that one's filmed and it's whatever, so I'll probably just put that on Patreon. But yeah, I've made this video, and just after I'm done, I'm like, you know what, now? Oh, I was working on these ornaments in the first video. That's what it was. I always do these segmented ball ornaments, and I was trying something new and trying to figure it out, and I got very frustrated. I know how to do it now, but it was way too complicated to try to figure out on video. I'm just going to make sure that those are in there as good as they can be. I wish I had like a little tissue blade, but I don't have one. Do I have one around? Do I have something around here that might work? That's fine. So this year has been, it has been a lot. There's stuff that I wish that I could be like, hey, this is what's going on, but unfortunately I can't, and it's not like I'm unable to do it. I can't talk about it. Everything's fine for the most part, you know, as fine as can be expected when it comes to me. But I'm dealing with some stuff, and I would prefer to not be dealing with it, but what you gonna do? Who are you gonna call? So that has been taking up every ounce of strength I have, emotionally, physically. I have just had days where I do nothing. Like, literally, just maybe lay in bed, stare at the ceiling. I was doing good crocheting a bunch of stuff for Christmas, and then I finished, and I was like, I either need to go make new friends and keep making hats, or I just need to stop this now. And stopping it seemed like the easier thing to do. Yeah, the leaks just ripped off of this. So I'm going to put some tight bond on the back of here. If I had somewhere to put it, I'll put some right here and just use my fingers. And of course the bottle's clogged. Why wouldn't it be? I'm using tight bond because it dries quick. I'm just going to put some on the back. Because even on a primed piece of plastic, this would not stick. And I might have to go back after this is dry and glue it back down again, but I'm putting it on here so I can, not that it's that curved, but I wanted to conform to the curve of the, you know, I want it to dry with a curve in the back of it. I'm just going to clear away any little extra bits. Yeah, so what broke off here? Oh, like the little bitty hands. I don't need those on there. Alright, so that is pretty centered. So yeah, YouTube-wise, I feel like I've had a good year. I think taking the time off that I did in, what was it, like April and May, whenever it was, I think that's something I needed to do. I'm like, is that even? I think it is. That was something I needed to do just to, like, relax and not worry about anything, which I'm always worried about something, y'all know that. But it was nice to just kind of go away for a while and do things that I wanted to do that were fun, not because I needed to have the video done by a certain time. So YouTube was good. I mean, let's face it, I could have 10 million subscribers and get 3 million views on every video, and I'd still be like, I feel like I could be doing better. But that's just who I am. And, you know, that's probably why some of you are subscribed. They'd be like, oh, he's not going to stop until he does whatever he's doing as best as he can. But yeah, we had some good growth this year. I don't know how many subscribers I started out with at the beginning of the year, but I know that I just got to 8,000 not too long ago. I didn't post anything because at the time, it happened on the same day that something truly ghastly happened. I mean, it became even ghoulish happened, and I was just like, you know what? Hopefully nobody holds it against me. Ghoulish. That's a perfect word. And then Etsy, done with. It's just like, I do not understand Etsy. And selling has never been my strong suit. Marketing myself, I'm just like, I just want to make stuff. Like, just let me make stuff. But, you know, unfortunately, wreaths take up a lot of room, and my house is covered in them. So I'm not saying I'll never make another wreath video. It's just, it's hard. I could probably be dusting these with some cornstarch or something, but, you know, I'm a rebel. I think this one's just hard to come out because it's, oh, and it broke. Of course it did. It's got this little part right, you guys see that right there? It's got like a little open part, but this is going to have chalk paint over it, so I'm not too worried. I'm going to let this dry just a second. Not that it's going to do much at that time, but... So yeah, Etsy, I don't know, I got like my year in review thing, and I looked at it, and, you know, like, I think last year I posted it, like, I sold this many items, and they went to this many places, and this year I looked at it, and I was like, you know what, I don't need this kind of emotional abuse, Etsy. Screw you guys, I'm going home. But I don't think it's a marketing problem. I don't think it's like, oh god, my wreaths are just terrible now. Like, I think my wreaths this year have been better than they've been. But economy, people, I don't know. I don't try to understand it. I'm just like, okay, well, this is not working anymore. And it was really working. I mean, for a while, I was shipping out a couple of wreaths a week. But I'm nothing if not adaptable, so I'll figure out something. Like, I'm definitely not gonna completely quit making wreaths. It's just I can't make one every week for you guys. I wish I could, because I really like it. I feel like it's one of those things like that can put together a bunch of different kinds of crafts. You're like, oh yeah, you are just putting stuff in a frame on a, you twisted stuff in pipe cleaners, but also at the same time, you know, I'm designing things to be 3D printed or laser cut, and, you know, I'm painting things, which is not my favorite thing, but still, it's a break from everything else. And I've always loved, like, the design of a project, like being like, okay, well, I have this ribbon, and I wanted to go with this, and then, oh, I'm going to make this sign, and now that I have the ability to make, like, pretty much anything I could think of, if I can design it, I can make it. It really did open me up creatively, like the Nutcracker wreath that I posted a while ago. Like, I just love doing that because I got to take the shape and color it exactly how I wanted it, and, you know, do the finishes that I wanted to do on it. always watch like a bunch of the people who like chalk paint furniture. They'll use these molds. Not that, you know, they use other molds. I mean, some of them might use these molds. I don't know, but they use this clay and like they put it in there and they just pull the whole thing out. And I'm like, how? But I think they're probably a little more is brave the word? Like they're just like, screw it, let me pull it out and it'll work out. I'm like, that doesn't usually work for me. They're a little less precious about things. I guess that's what I was trying to say. But also, sometimes when you just pull it out, it works, I guess. That's something. This beat is bothering me. Like, I know he's basically on there straight, but at the same time, I'm like, no, he's not. Alright, so let's flip these over. And let me unclog this first. Because I never tire of doing that. But yeah. I don't really know where I'm going forward. I just know I don't know where I'm going forward, but I need some time to process things and heal and figure out where I go from here. Because I feel like I had a plan and it got disrupted and I don't know what to do next. And I don't want to have to drag you guys along while I try to figure that out. And I don't want to be like, I have to make a video because it's almost Wednesday and I'm going to have to sit here and pretend to not feel the way I feel. Which I know I've never shied away from telling y'all exactly how I feel on any given day about any given thing. But this is just something that I probably need to work out. With just me and my therapist and Patreon. I feel like I'm gonna have to glue all these back on. I just want to spend time reading and writing and I don't know, just doing other stuff. I think I realized something was wrong when one of the channels I watched, she posted, it was one they because it's a them. They posted, oh, you know, we're not going to have a video today because whatever reason. I don't even know what it was. And my first thought wasn't like, oh, okay, that's no big deal. I was like, it's that kind of a slap in the face to not, you know, adhere to your schedule. And it wasn't like they had a family emergency. It was just like, hey, we didn't have time to finish the video. And I was like, wow. And I don't think that's a healthy way for me to be thinking. Like, okay, so you were tired and one of y'all was sick. Why didn't you get the video done? This should not be exposed like this too, but you know, I'm just like, I'm doing what I do. So yeah, I don't know when I'm coming back. I I feel like right now I just want to say that if I'm doing something and I feel like filming it, I'll film it. I can't guarantee it's always going to be something everybody wants to see, but maybe it will be. I put a lot of my time and all my energy into YouTube because I was like, you work hard and it pays off, and I think that's something successful people say. I mean, clearly, because they could say, "Oh, I worked so hard and it paid off," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I work really hard too. Don't diminish what I do." But I think it would be best for the channel and for you guys and for me especially just to figure out what's going to be doable and what's going to make me happy. Because if there's anything I have learned in the past couple of weeks, it's that my happiness, my enjoyment, that like matters, y'all. Who would have thought? Not me. See, I'm going to time-lapse the rest of this. I'll record it as I work on it, and hopefully when we're done, like, we'll have a little nice ornament because I have ideas. Don't know if those are going to pan out. Really need to go get me a tissue blade. I think there's one in my office. Just to cut these off a little better. And maybe I'll even try some baby powder. Or, well, all baby powder is just talc now anyway. So if I have unscented baby powder somewhere, which I'm sure I do, I might try that to get these to release a little bit easier. But yeah, so Christmas is coming up. We're going to have a nice, drama-free, so help me God, holiday with my mom. I don't do anything on New Year's, so how does this go on here? Like, kind of like that? Yeah, and then I'm just going to be laying low and upping my therapy for a while. Hopefully getting a good start out to 2023 and coming back refreshed and ready to do whatever I'm going to do next. But I will be back. I mean, I really did try to quit. But I can't quit you. Tube. And of course that one broke too. I just need to cut. If I cut that little thing off, I feel like it would work so much better. Alright, so I'm going to work on these a little bit more, and then I will come back and you will see these from kind of start to finish, I think. This is this one, right? Yeah. I need to put some glue down first. I think I'm going to paint all over this anyway. I'm just going to put the glue on here. Alright, I want you guys to have a very merry... Wait, is this... Hold on. Wait a... Hold up. Okay, so it's this one that's got to go this way. I'm figuring it out. want you guys to have a very Merry Christmas, holiday season if you don't celebrate. Be safe for New Year's. I will be in bed long before midnight, sleeping with my puppy. And I will see you in 2023. Thanks for this year, guys. It means a lot to me that so many people watch me make videos like this.